Welcome back to this week's Walk and Talk. It's good to see Mr. Fox. It's been a couple of weeks. We were just getting back from Cleveland, and Mr. Fox has a new theme. I actually want to give a shout out to Matt Astra for giving me a great picture of Mr. Fox when we did meet in Cleveland. You're a celebrity, my friend. It's good to see you. And some more theming. Actually, where we do open up on our intros, they do have it decked out for Halloween. I haven't been over here since I came back from Cleveland, but they did a great job decorating this. Actually all over. This will be a good scene for the beginning of our intro, this week's Walk and Talk. There's old Scully behind me. A lot has happened this week. It's been a very tough week for me, and I'll get into that in a little bit. I don't want to start off on a sad note this week's episode, but I do want to start off with some bonus footage from Cleveland. Now, the last day I was there, the last full day, was a Sunday. Actually, 1 week exactly from right now. I was with three awesome gentlemen, Nerd Lounge Master 84, Biggie D's Arcade, and Stock Jock, and we started a Walk and Talk. We went to a couple places, but we never finished because I don't want to spoil the video. But we ran out of time, per se, with store hours. Everything was kind of different in Cleveland. I am wearing this shirt, and I want to thank Stock Jock. I didn't get a chance to wear this in Cleveland. I do have my Arcades Anonymous shirt on. Actually, the temperature in Wisconsin, very hot. In the 80s today, as of recording this video, October 1st. This is going to be the last warm weekend, I heard, and it's going to get a lot cooler out, so taking advantage of this. I want to show some bonus footage, then we'll stop in a Target and we'll just get into it. But I did lose my best friend last week, but I'll get into that in a little bit. There's a Scully. This special Walk and Talk is from Cleveland, Ohio, in the car with three YouTubers. We got the Nerd Lounge Master 84.
What's up?
Biggie D's Arcade. And of course, Stock Jock, driving the Wagoneer. Where are we going, guys?
We're going to Walmart, and we're going to try to find a $150 blitz.
$150 blitz. Arcade1up in another state. And we're all from different states. Join us for this special Walk and Talk, our last night together from the Cleveland Gaming Classic in Cleveland, Ohio. New look Walmart. First time at a Walmart in Cleveland. What are we hoping we find here, guys? Biggie D says blitz.
For $150, so I can get...
Their Lounge Master says...
I want $100 back.
We do. Now, spoiler alert, is Nerd Lounge Master 84 has an NFL blitz in his car. He wants to find another one. See how addicting this hobby is?
Yeah, too addicted.
Not one blitz is good enough anymore. We need two. And something I'm not familiar with, because I live in Wisconsin, is seeing Ohio State when you walk in, because I'm used to the Wisconsin Badgers. And the times the internet is wrong. Actually said, what were we looking for? NFL Blitz was supposed to be here. We didn't find any. What we did find was the manager saying, hey, we can't film here. Biggie D, what do you think of that manager approaching us like that?
He wasn't very nice.
I mean,
he was on you immediately. He's like, put that camera away. Actually, what we're doing is against the law right here, because he told us not to do it.
On the premises. So I guess we got to go. And where are we going to go?
Best Buy.
Stock Jock. This is the kind of things that I always say, like, what Walmart needs is Arcade1up. So I mean, how do they expect to sell these classic peasant versions?
And this is the place to do it, because these are the people who are the bargain hunters. They look for things like that. You don't come to Walmart without, wanting to buy something that's on the cheap,
This is a letdown.
Very much.
That's the problem with Walmart. You need Arcade1ups.
Yep.
From Walmart to Best Buy, we know for a fact that there's Arcade1ups at this store. And we're trying to keep up with Biggie D, and he's a mile ahead of us.
Yeah.
It's like he can, Biggie D, there he is. Look at this, he can spot out an Arcade1up. At a Best Buy he's never even been to. Alright, so for those who don't know, Biggie D is what, you're 6'4"?
I'm 6'4".
No, this is a perfect height
when
because
it's on this, yeah, it's perfect.
So for all you tallies out there, This is what we need.
5-inch booster from Buy Stuff.
You hear that, Buy Stuff? We need another riser booster.
They make a booster for these deluxes, and it's like a riser, and this fits in it just like it would like a normal riser.
Now, have you played the Mortal Kombat 2 before?
I've never played it. This is my first time.
Okay, this is for posterity. Biggie D.
First time.
Playing MK2 Deluxe. And it looks good. The marquee works.
Yeah.
What do you think of that control panel?
I like it. I like the slanted.
It's comfortable.
Yeah, this is nice.
We just saw Sonya. It's so comfortable. And we got Pac-Man. And like where this is, it does feel like an XL because I mean, look how high it is on that shelf. Stock Jock playing. You know, you can always count on Best Buy having Arcade1up's Walmart.
I saw the XL last night at the house. Seeing this, it looks so tiny now. Like that marquee looks so tiny.
See, 19 inches across, the XL 22, and right here would be 23 because you see how that comes out. And you're looking right here. Did you notice this?
Big Buck Hunter now, Doug.
Look at
Casino Cade.
The Casino Cade at Best Buy.
$5.99.
$5.99. Big Buck Hunter Pro. $5.99. And then if you look behind here, like something I saw in Wisconsin, that they didn't change out all of these, especially behind, there was actually a Ridge Racer. Oh, he's dropping stuff. Where MK2 Deluxe is, but it's all correct here. That was just a glitch at my home Best Buy. They are showing NFL Blitz for $4.99 still. This has got to drop, guys. Especially with Ollie's selling them for $2.99. Look at that, you're missing a bat top. Did you notice that?
Yep.
Were you
on the Pac-Man?
Oh yeah, this is the one you guys were at.
Yeah.
Stock Jock said it.
Stock Jock and Toxin came here. Somebody took the ball top. They took the bat top off of MK2. Guys, you know what I noticed? When I sold my Class 81, this was Boeing too. So I think it's just a matter of time. Something to take note of if you're gonna get this Deluxe. This is gonna start to rainbow. And I don't know about the XL. Time will tell, but it even cracked.
They're screwing them in too tight.
Way too tight. And this thing, you can already see it. Look at that, it's bowing. Biggie D just pointed out they covered the live button. Look at that. That's crazy.
Someone must have been going
It's like the trouble game. Remember you'd pop the trouble, you know, you're playing the board game? They also have two cabinets here. You got your Deluxe Pac-Man and your MK2 Deluxe, both sitting at $4.99. And actually, we're gonna go to Costco. There's a Costco right next door to see if they do have the Pac-Man XL there. For just $100 more, you're gonna get the XL. You're gonna get that 19-inch screen, and it's about 65, 66 inches tall compared to the 61, 60 inches on the Deluxe. So we're gonna get it all in here in Cleveland. Find out as many Arcade1ups as we can.
You know how to fix that, right?
You take it off before you assemble the cabinet. So Biggie just pointed out.
And if you have the plastic behind here, you can unscrew these and get the plastic.
My #1 pet peeve is before you sandwich these cabinets together, you take that off because this isn't. It's impossible to get rid of, even behind that screw. You can see the plastic is still on there. The Lionel Hook Mountain Ice figure. Now I did pay. Well, actually, this was $55. When I got down to 38, I did pick this up. It's currently at $42.99. I haven't showcased one of these for a while, just admiring that artwork on the back. I always like to see these Super 7 figures. Michelangelo, Scratch, that always resembles the Cookie Crisp from when I was a kid. Just love that look. And Tyrannosaurus Dinosaur. When this drops, this is on my radar. I always like the cleaner look, Daniel, versus taking them out. What do you got in your hand?
Ronin, the last Ronin. What Ninja Turtle is this?
I believe it's Raphael.
Was it confirmed to be Raphael in like a cartoon or a comic?
He just seems like the kind that goes on rogue. Actually, no.
Well, they have all, carries all the weapons.
I'm not sure. I'm guessing. What does it say on the bio?
We're supposed to not know who this is.
Oh.
There's one turtle left, and we don't know which one it is.
Man, I don't know. Who do you think the turtle is, Todd?
The Last Ronin. He said Raphael. I've heard Raphael a lot myself. So I guess I'll go with
He kind of looks like Raph, doesn't he?
He does.
And just the vicinity, just the layout of the land of this Best Buy. We're always checking out how the look is at every Best Buy we go to. Actually it looked really high from outside. You know, the windows went up high, the sign was way up. Kind of expected like a huge, enormous store. It's big, it's not the biggest I've seen, but they do have a lot of stuff. We're not seeing that Infinity game board, but they got a lot of other stuff. They got a lot of good collectibles, and of course those Arcade1ups just beyond the shelves over here. It's like we never left home. Anyone interested in this? I mean, $6.99 is pretty steep.
Yeah, it's a little too much for me. My Switch is enough. You know, if I'm gonna play portable, I'll just play my Switch. $700. That's too.
If you're a PC gamer, it's probably for you.
Yeah.
If you're not, it's not for you.
It's just too expensive.
We never left home because guess what? The alarm's going off. We're over by the Arcade1ups. It's a good sign that when we go to Costco, we might come across that Pac-Man XL. Guys, the alarm. I mean, who would have called it? Who would have thought? We're always setting these off. We did it together this time. Peggy.
Yeah.
Oh, the alarm. We're trying to get it all on camera. What do you think? The alarm always going off every time we step foot in Best Buy.
Yeah, and you never edit that out. I like that part.
It's all part of the deal.
It's part of the experience.
And one more store before we all check into our hotels for our last night in Cleveland. There's a Costco just down the parking lot. You can see that stripe on the wall. Well, unfortunately, we missed Costco. They just closed. 6 o'clock. It's actually 8 o'clock in Wisconsin when they close on a Sunday night. Man, goodbyes are so tough, man.
Yeah, this is tough. This is a great friend, and we've made really good friends through this YouTube thing, and getting to meet everybody, see Todd, see Phil, the whole Arcades Anonymous. It's just been a incredible experience, and it's kind of sad it's coming to an end, but we got another trip coming up. We'll be planning another one.
That's right. There will be more.
Yes.
It's a great guy.
We'll be back.
We'll see you later, man.
All right, man.
This week at Target is Circle Week, October 1st, which is today, through the 7th. And when I checked out earlier, when I went grocery shopping, make one qualifying purchase. If I want to say $115, you get $15 to your Circle. So there are incentives right now, some deals on Arcade1up. We've seen these deals. They're not the best, but it is a start as we get closer. I mean, heck, we're in October, and you know Black Friday is just around the corner. If you pick up something for $3.99, you can always get that extra 15 bucks to put towards something else. It's not a lot, but it is something. In Circle Week, it's all about deals. And you will see a lot of these sales this week, Circle Week. And just note, just a reminder that you spend that $115, you get an extra $15 to apply. Somebody's honking at me. In a future purchase, which will just show up right in your Circle account the day of that transaction. And I just want to say that it's unfortunate that we couldn't get, first of all, the Walmart we went to in Cleveland, they didn't have any Arcade1ups. It was kind of, you know, we had fun going in there. You know, it was fun to be with the other guys and do a video, but they didn't let us film. They had an issue right when we walked in, and maybe I was a little aggressive, Turtles Mayhem, when I walked in, but there wasn't any Arcade1ups there. We missed out on the Costco. They did close early. Actually, in Wisconsin, they close at 8. Apparently, Cleveland is 6 p.m. Return of the Dark Knight. I did get an email that there were some special Ninja Turtles Stranger Things here. Maybe this is what the sale. So you're going from $39.99 to $11.99. Something to check out if you're interested in any of these figures. They do have the clearance prices. It's been a while since we stopped in at Target and checked out some of this stuff. We are by that adult action figure area. But we didn't really finish the video in Cleveland. And I wish we could have made it into Costco, because it was a short clip, but we did have a lot of fun. And unfortunately, we were all staying in different places, and it would have been nice to hang out for a little bit longer, but I did have an early flight. Check out Ryu here. And Nerd Lounge Master 84 took me to the airport at 4 a.m. the following day, so it was just kind of ran out of time in Cleveland, and I wanted to actually get this episode out, a Cleveland walk and talk, besides being at the convention, and it just didn't work out because, darn it, Costco, you close early in Cleveland. Another incentive of Circle Week is $10 off, $25. Spend $50 or more, get $10 off, and I explained this very correctly. Spend $100 or more, get $25 off. So that's pretty cool. Do see some clearance over here. The Target I went to this morning had 2 Snake Mountains. I'm not seeing that here. I'm tempted to go back there just to show it off, but yeah, check your Targets for Snake Mountain. Really cool to see that in person. I mean, it just takes me back to 1983. Oh, and they got it. So kind of like the similar Target I went to this morning. We were just over here by the action figures. They do have a Snake Mountain. $79.99. You know what? I would have thought over $100. I mean, just for the size of this box. If you haven't seen this, like it's really cool. It's like someone's not getting what they want today. It'd be really cool to see in person. They do have the Halloween stuff right around the corner. All the sound effects over there. But gosh, Snake Mountain. I didn't see Castle of Grayskull when it was in stores, I want to say a year ago. But to see Snake Mountain, and I did watch a review on this. Pretty cool. I get it, but where would you put it? And would you actually want to take it? Would you need 2 of them? Like if you're a collector, do you get one, you open it up, you check it out, or do you get a second and you just leave it in the box? Because I mean, this is artwork. And just some more notable sales. If you're looking at the X-Men 97, we do have a little bit of a discount here from $22.99 to $19.54, $3.45 off. And the X-Wing with Storm, $5.25 off from $34.99 to $29.74. Clearance everywhere. Awesome week. If you're thinking about, I mean, gosh, I don't want to say it out loud, but I mean, Christmas is coming. And to get a discount on any of this stuff, I mean, look at 50% off of the Marvel Legends. They do have the Doctor Doom you could pick up for $24.99. Great deals to see this time of year as we get closer to the holidays. Black Friday, hopefully we'll see some of this stuff for Arcade1up, 70% off. Deals all around on Xbox, and actually the first time I'm seeing the Mortal Kombat 1, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and Nintendo Switch, all at $69.99. Actually in the market for finding another camera, not to do our walk and talks, but a camera at home when I'm doing content in the arcade and other future locations. I want to get into that in another updated video, not today, but I do see some other stuff happening for the channel, which will be cool. And I need a better camera. I don't want to use a phone when I'm at home. The problem with using this camera is it's great for what we're doing right here. The microphone built in here is excellent. It's a Canon G7X Mark II, which is a vlogging camera. The problem is I can't hook up a microphone. So if we're further back, if I was standing at the building, we got the tripod set up here, you're not gonna hear me. I can't hook in a mic, so I need to find a camera with a good picture like we're getting now, but the ability to connect my wireless DJI mic to that camera. So I did see some deals at Target. Of course, if you don't find those items at Target for this Circle Week, maybe Best Buy will price match. Should see some good stuff in here today. So it's happened a couple of times. When I go in places, I start showing off the camera. They'll stop you right away. Like if there's an issue. Hi, how you doing? People will, like when we were at that Walmart in Cleveland, like the second we walked through and I showed off that, the alarms, they know we're back. They know we're back in Wisconsin. It's so fitting. When we come to this Best Buy and that alarm goes off, they know we're doing a walk and talk. But yeah, at the Walmart in Cleveland, they had such an issue. I actually got that at Hardee's. I did a video on like the history of Hardee's. My wristbands required, just something different. I had some history there. It's a nostalgic topic. And they had an issue of me filming in there too. This is the Arcade1ups. Nothing really new over here. Seems like weeks ago they do have an Infinity game board for $4.99. And the MK2 Deluxe. Their MK2 Deluxe is off, and so is the alarm. Marquee will not turn on. And their Pac-Man Deluxe. We'll stop at Costco after this. Check out to see if there's any XLs left. Seen some more reviews surface on YouTube. I know Michael B, the Game Genie, put his together, and 19K Fox brought his from Cleveland, so something to check out. We also did a review, and my girl Lucky was in that review. I'm not seeing a Big Buck Hunter Pro here. I did get a message, video message from Outrun the Neon Sun, and it was actually one of those at his store, at his Best Buy, and I'm going to show a clip of that. I was hoping that table right here, we'd come across one. Actually, some more caps showing up here, an NFL Blitz. I have not seen a Blitz at Best Buy for a long time. Walmart has been the place, and also a 32-inch Infinity game table. I always call it the Infinity game board. I don't know, is there a right or wrong way to say that? And some more Deluxe. I was hoping we'd see that Buck Hunter Pro here, but I do have this clip from Dan. Gave me a video, and I just want to show that part where he was at Best Buy. You can see the Deluxe, and you see the big Buck Hunter Pro. I want to thank him for bringing a smile to my face, along with a lot of guys, G.I. Joe, Bad Guy Mike Worley, Biggie D, their Lounge Master 84, Chaotic BPR, Multicade Matt, Carlo, Tim from Arcade Talk and Reviews. There's so many, and I'm going to get into something in a little bit. I just want to show this clip.
We should probably talk about the dimensions of them, right? Miss Pac-Man, we got a little Big Buck Hunter Pro.
Now let's talk about those sales. There's a ton of stuff going on. Actually, seeing this just reminded me of something. The Pac-Mania at Nordstrom is $250 right now. And actually, at Best Buy, I didn't even think of this. Somebody bought that open box. We have been staring at this for a long time. There's that table again. Someone bought, that was a $191 price. I kept saying that, you know, $199, they're getting closer. You know, $250, 50% off. It's a good price, but they can do better because, you know, you can get the Deluxe, and now you can get the XL. So for someone to go back to this TN monitor, you really got to make it better than that. They are working their way closer, and I'm sure we're going to see something better than this come November. And the sale that we've seen a lot of this year is X-Men for $500. The best we've seen was $399. Now this was a 24-hour Best Buy deal, and I mean, that was like 5-6 months ago. Everyone is selling it for $500 right now. The thing with Target is, you know, you spend that money, you get $15 in Circle points, but at Kohls, you're getting that $100 Kohls cash. Something to take note of if you can swing $500, if you want X-Men that bad, I recommend going to Kohls. And if MK30th is on your radar, I'm recommending 2 stores to buy that from. Either Target, where you get the Circle program, you get the 15 bucks, or on Kohls, same price, you're gonna get $80 Kohls cash. So it is a great looking cabinet. There's a part of me that wants this, and I do have the MK2 Deluxe, but that artwork, and I'll never look at this the same again. After Cleveland, sitting at a panel with Daniel Pacina, Carlos Pacina, it's gonna, you know, I never would have thought I would have met these gentlemen. You know, we grew up with these guys. It would be hard, even Sonia was there, it'd be hard to pass. Yeah, there's Daniel Pacina and Sonia right there. This is actually a keeper, but to get MK30th, I mean, it's a nostalgic piece. Like this, I always thought this would come down by now. I mean, maybe when an XL next year, hopefully, gets released, the remaining MK30th will drop even more, but you can still pick one up for $299 without the riser, or $399.99, but get that $80 Kohls cash. And I just think that Kohls, again, is the best place to pick this up. Our favorite guy with a beard is promoting at Ashley Furniture. Just want to remind everyone that Frogger is sitting at $400. A classic Konami. You never know. You know, if you're itching for a cabinet, don't let these guys push you into it. Don't let them talk you into that FOMO. But Frogger for $400, you just wonder how long these are going to stick around. I haven't made it to an Ollie's yet to find those NFL Blitz for $299, but a lot of people have picked them up. I don't think a place like Best Buy would price match, because I don't know if Ollie's, if that's showing up online. Like, you kind of got to prove the whole online thing, like, hey, you know, look at this price. But talking about price is Golden Axe. Now this is probably the one cabinet with the riser that I'm still hopeful of getting, and we haven't seen anything great on this since GameStop had that $349 deal. But Kohls, for $110 Kohls cash, you pay the $549, you get the $110. Like, this is the best deal. It's tempting, but if you are holding out for Golden Axe, I did see this in Cleveland. I mean, it's a great cabinet. It's just, you know, it's gonna drop. It's just $110 Kohls cash. It's tempting. Another tempting cab for myself is Dragon's Lair. I can't believe this cab's still sitting around. This is one of those limited editions. Actually, the boxes, you know, when you open up one of these boxes, this is how it's gonna look. You're gonna have several boxes that just that color cardboard packed inside. I mean, you can see it. You can see it right inside of here. The difference with Dragon's Lair is, I think they were black. I remember some unboxing videos, and you know, it's a limited edition. I'm surprised it's still available. You can get it for $100 off, plus that flex pay. Also, get another 15% off with HSN signing up through email. It's tempting. Golden Axe is tempting. $100, $110 Kohls cash. Dragon's Lair, $100 off, plus that 15% off, plus the flex pay. There's no interest. You know, if you charge something on your Kohls card like Golden Axe, you're going to pay the interest. You don't pay it off. At least with HSN, they have those programs. If you're not thinking of any other cabs, something to think about. Also, Star Wars on Wayfair is down to $550, $550. And just going to that Buy Stuff Arcades mod for a second, you know, the Terminator, the T2 one is going to be everyone's bucket list here. If you have T2 or if you're looking for it, man, this cannot speak enough about that mod. But also, to put that racing mod in your Star Wars, going from those 3 games to over 220 games on that Star Wars, it's still a little hefty price here, and don't think the mod's not cheap, but this is the best price we've seen Star Wars so far. And lastly, a countercade, Mortal Kombat 2 at Kohls, down to $159.99, and I do expect these countercades to really drop. Don't think I'm not keeping my eye on that NBA Jam. I know it's still sitting at that Kohls, about a half an hour from me. If that gets close to $100, I will definitely pick that up. There's a lot of deals right now. I think they're gonna get better, but if you're in the market, if you're itching to spend money, I think there's some of these cabs we probably, like X-Men, I don't think it's gonna drop much lower. not this year. So if you're interested in X-Men, you get that $100 Kohls cash. If you're interested in Dragon's Lair, I don't see Dragon's Lair getting under $549. You sign up for that 15%. There is some value with some of those prices, but there is value in waiting. We should see some lower prices very soon from Arcade1up. Interesting, a lot of the sales were ending today as of October 1st in Best Buy. Wonder if Circle Week will extend some of these deals with other retailers. Did take a look at some of their cameras and they did have some good deals, $100 off, but you know, it ends today. Not really ready to make a decision right this second. Hopefully, sales will continue. If you're looking for other stuff other than Arcade1up, I know, you know, we're covering a lot of Arcade1up today. Keep your eye on Best Buy. Keep your eye on Target. Let's go to Costco. We'll see if the XLs are still there. Now we made a little pit stop. We stopped at McDonald's, and I know Costco, we said we're going to Costco, and I'm a fan of their cafeteria. They got the hot dog and the pizza, but McDonald's is right next door to Best Buy. Got the medium fry, the chicken, quarter pounder deluxe. So it's like a Whopper, but 2 patties, some ketchup, and a Coke. Just gonna scarf this down, and then we'll stop in at Costco and check out those XLs and see if that Star Wars pinball is still there. And sometimes a messy burger is in order. 2 patties, it's like a Whopper. This is stuff falling all over. Not bad though. Glad I went with this. I saw the image. I was actually thinking the triple cheeseburger. And whoops, lost a fry. And I just wanted this. Gonna be a fatty today. Got the McChicken, French fry. It's hard to pass McDonald's. Now their soda machines were down actually, and I probably would have opted for a Dr. Pepper because I chose Coke on their kiosk. Got a Coke. Trying to like eliminate soda, drinking more water, but just wanted to showcase this burger. Definitely something to check out at McDonald's. The double quarter pounder. I think it's deluxe. I think that's like the Arcade1up deluxe with cheese deluxe. And I don't recommend doing your shopping on a Sunday afternoon at Costco. We're not gonna do shopping right now. It's like a madhouse here, but we are gonna look for Arcade1up. And actually right over here is where the Pac-Man XL were, and all that's left is the Star Wars pinball along with the PlayStation 5 and Xbox. So glad I picked that up when I did. The XLs are no more at this current Costco. Now before we saw those Star Wars pinball, I was approached by a representative at Costco, and it's weird because you get mixed things here. I've been to Costco's, we've been to plenty walk and talks at this particular Costco, which is the one that I did get that XL at Pac-Man from, and I was told I wasn't allowed to film. Didn't stop us, we still went by. Just for clarification on what Arcade1ups were left at Costco, just a couple of Star Wars pinballs. That's why we kind of cut it close in there. And they did move some of the Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo stuff that usually when you walk in, you're greeted with. Now it's back in that aisle. So it just goes to show that when you see something at Costco, you got to get it right then and there, because when you just look around, all these cars, stuff goes quick there. It's too bad. Probably won't come back to this location. I didn't get this same vibe from other locations we were at, and you know, they kind of said, hey, you know, if there's anything we can help you with, you know, let us know. And now I'm getting the, if you're not part of corporate, you can't do any videos here. So goes to show, you never know what you're gonna do. You're gonna get in response when you're doing these videos. It's too bad, but I'm glad I picked up that XL because they're gonna be hard to come by. Something I wanted to point out when we were in there, figured it'd be a good place to talk about Arcade1up since there were Arcade1up products. International, they are seeing deluxe Atari 50, Pac-Man cocktail cabs, and the Class of 81 Deluxe. So happy to announce that, you know, other than the States, internationally, you will see some additional Arcade1up products. Seller is Liberty Games. I just want to give a shout out to Matt Astra for sending me these links and just letting me know that, you know, he asked me, you know, I don't know if you cover international stuff, but shame we couldn't do this inside of Costco. But I'm just gonna follow protocol and not push it too much. We will push it, we just won't push it too much. The Lux may seem a thing of the past, not quite yet, but at least they're working their way overseas. I know the XLs are on everyone's radar, and you can always count on Pac-Man, you know, surfacing everywhere, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I know I have a lot of friends, a lot of people I speak to overseas, and I don't want to name too many names, but Mark, I know you're looking forward to that XL. It's just a matter of time. You're getting the Atari 50, Pac-Man Cocktail, Class 81. I mean, stuff is showing up, which is cool to see. From Arcade1up. And just a quick description of Liberty Games here. Cocktail, Pac-Man head-to-head, the addictive classics all on one sit-down table, Ms. Pac-Man and Galaga. Get the nostalgia rush from the cream of the 1980s arcades. For more information, just visit Liberty Games. Something to check out, and don't forget about that Atari 50. Those deluxe cabinets. It does interest me on that Atari 50. I don't think I have a spot for it, but you know, the more I saw on it, it's just not as bad as I thought. You know, if you think you hate it now, wait till you drive it. I think it's the opposite with the Atari 50. And we'll finish off that Quick Trip. Actually, I haven't had Quick Trip for a while. Kelly took me to Dunkin' yesterday. She opted for Starbucks. Kind of liking the Dunkin' coffee, but Quick Trip is a good spot out here. Some tables. You can see the red one right outside the window right there. You can see my finger. Get this coffee, we'll pay for it, and unfortunately I'm putting this off the whole episode. I got some news that I want to share with everybody. Well, at the beginning of this episode I mentioned how hot it was. I mean, it is pretty warm. I'm not gonna lie, the back's a little sweaty right now, but drinking coffee, it's not gonna help. But I need that caffeine. It's a couple hours before dinner, and you know, it's that last coffee for the weekend. Got to get back to the grind. I did take Friday off. Thursday night I had some bad news when I got home, and my cat Lucky was just really sick. You know, and she's just such a, not only a big part of my life. The last couple of years she's been with me for everything, the arcades, the videos, you know, and try to get her in as much stuff as I could. And she was an older cat when I got her. You know these things going in, guys, and it doesn't make it any easier. You know, I love that cat, and I always will. And unfortunately, she passed away on Thursday night, and yeah, I didn't know if I was going to do a video today. But Lucky would have wanted me to, you know, and she always pushed me. And I just want to share with everybody because she was such a big part. I tried to incorporate her as much as I could, and I love that cat, guys, and you know, I love all of you. I appreciate you watching me and all the support I've gotten. Really appreciate it. I mean, this is blessed to be a part of this community, and I want to thank everybody, and be better days ahead, but you know, we run into these tough times. I'll thank everybody for watching, and I'll see you guys later.